Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Brian Robia. I'm here again with another exciting video. So if you're new to this channel, you can just consider subscribing to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to trade with this bot. I call it the candle mine reverse version. So all of you are, I believe most of you are familiar with the Candlemine version bots, Candlemine version bots, but this bot of mine, I call it the Candlemine reverse version. So if you need this bot, you at the end of the video, if you need this bot, you need to request for Candlemine reverse version. Just note the name, Candlemine reverse version. So I need to show you how this bot trades. With this bot, you can grow your $50 account within minutes. Yeah. So I'm going to use a stake of 50. So I'm going to use a stake of 50, and each time I'm going to run this bot, I'm going to use a stake of 10 here, as shown here in this video. So yeah, I'm going to use a stake of 10. And I promise you we are not going to make a loss. Let me reduce the stake. Okay, let me just leave it to 10. Let me just leave it to 10. So I'm going to make I'm going to run this bot and make at least $10 with it. Yeah. So let's start the bot, and I have the chart here because I want to show you the strategy I will be using. That's why I'm leaving the chart open. So there's something I need to show you as the bot runs. So I have the chart open there. So the bot trades on higher, lower, but I've just decided to purchase the lower part of it. Okay. So currently right now the graph is heading upwards. Yeah. You just need to note the entry point at which the bot makes the entry. You just at least need to note that entry point. Yeah. So when you note the entry point, when you notice the graph is coming downwards, you need to leave the market. Right now, as you can see, we are on an uptrend. So when you notice the graph moving downwards like this, you need to stop the bot. Yeah. Right now it is heading downwards. When it is heading downwards with a spike like this, you need to stop the bot and wait until this previous point here is beaten, because we were on an uptrend. So if I reduce this, this internal structure shows that you are on an uptrend. So we need to wait for a little bit to note the behavior of the graph. When it is moving down with a spike, the way it was moving here, when it is moving on with a big spike, the way it is moving right now, we need to stop the bot for some few seconds and wait for it. So as you can see now, it's moving downwards with a huge spike. So you need to at least stop the bot and wait for a while. Yeah. So the bot has a take profit of around 10. So you don't need to worry. So right now it looks like things are cooling down a little bit. So we're just going to wait until it cools down. Because I can see some huge movement downwards. Those huge movements are what I'm avoiding. Yeah? So when it is moving slowly like this, it has no problem. But when it is making huge spike, you need to be waiting. Yeah. So it's still making some huge spike. You can still come here and change it to like a 10-minute candle. Yeah, you can just be noting the movement. Just be noting the movement, how it is moving. Yeah, this is a 10-minute candle. And when you are seeing this, the 10-minute candle, the graph is on a bearish. Yeah, just because we are trading on lower, that's because we are trading on up down lower strategy. Lower doesn't mean that when the graph is heading downwards, you make a loss. When the run is and when the market is going downwards, you make a loss. When the market is bearish, there is a range that the bot takes. Yeah, the bot takes. So if that range is reached, and that the range is normally on the lower side, so if that range is reached when the boat is running, you'll make a loss. And as you can see, we are using a huge stake here. We are making a huge stake, so we don't even want to make a single loss. So we just have to play safe and be noting. The thing that we are only avoiding is those huge spikes. We are only avoiding those huge spikes. So you can go back to the tick analysis, go to one tick, and start seeing, it's retrieving some data. I don't know why. It's retrieving some data. I can just open it again. Just open it again. I don't know why. Don't know why it has stopped. Yeah, I can just run the bot. I can just run the bot as it tries to retrieve the data. I don't know why it's not opening the graph again, but I can just, instead of doing that, let me do something here. I can just try and change, let me stop it. The bot has made a previous run and before I stopped the bot. So I can just change maybe the volatility. Let me try and change the volatility to 1 second. The one of 1 second, then I return it to the previous volatility. Then I go back to my up down, up down, higher lower. I was trading on lower, don't forget, and I had an offset barrier of 0.75. So the offset value was 0.75. Yeah, I believe that was it. So now if I try and open the graph, yeah, it is opening. So the graph has opened. So since I can go back to the running. Yeah, we can run it. I can see the movement is not that bad. Yeah, don't be surprised with the short movement. The short movement is not that much affected. Now the graph is moving upwards. So what I'm avoiding is those huge spikes. Yeah. So the graph is heading upwards, which is a good thing. What is a good thing? So the short movement is not that much affected. So you need to worry about that. Yeah. So when it will be making some huge spike downwards is when you're going to stop the boat. Yeah. Yeah, these short movements they will not affect it. A movement from maybe from here to here immediately is what is going to affect it as it is moving now. So when it is moving now like that, you need to stop it. Yeah. And you see the way it moved from here, to here instantly. So when you see it moving like that, you need to stop it for a while until it cools down a little bit. When it is moving upwards and with huge spike, no problem. The problem is when it is moving downwards with huge spike. And when the movement is lower like this, now you can run the boat. Don't worry if it makes a huge spike around when the boat is still on a run. You can just stop it because by the time the boat finishes, it will end up on a profit. When it will make another run is which and you had not stopped it is when it might make a loss. So don't panic when you see it move making a huge spike while you are still on a trade. You just have to stop the boat. It will end in a profit before you make another run because the next run is the most likely to be affected with the movement. So now, right now, I can see things have cooled down a little bit, so I can run the boat again. So this strategy is to make $10. Yeah, the strategy is on to make $10 with this boat. So don't remember the bot is called Candle Mine Reversed Version. Candle Mine Reversed Version. Yeah, it's a good bot currently in the market. If you use this strategy, you'll be very, very much profitable. Yeah. So as you can see, what is happening right here. So the bot is moving down. I have to stop it. So I think you have seen what I've done here. It made a huge spike. I had to stop it before it makes another run. Yeah, I had to stop it before it makes another run. So I have to wait again to find the next the best position where I can make another run. Yeah. So as you can see now, it is moving up down with huge spike. So don't risk right now. When it is moving up down with huge spike, now it's moving down with a huge spike. You need just to wait. You need just to be patient. The strategy I'm showing you is a strategy you can use and to make no loss at all with this bot. When you run it, you'll make no loss at all. It's a no loss strategy. And as you can see, the return value is quite low, though we're using a huge amount of stake here, but the strategy is 100% profitable. When you analyze it correctly, don't make a mistake. Now that the things have cooled down a little bit, I can run it again. Don't worry, when the profit level is reached, when my take profit is reached, the bot will automatically tell me here a notification will be sent that I've made my take profit. Now things have cooled down, we're going up. So I can just run the bot. You can just leave it running because things are going up. When it is going up like this, you can just leave it running. The strategy is just making $10. You want to make quick $10 with this bot. We're waiting for huge spike. When it makes a huge spike downwards is when I'm going to stop the bot. Now I'm not seeing a huge spike. Yeah, still moving upwards. Yes, these are not huge spike, just small one. That is a small one. That's a big one. Now we have to stop. So that being a big one, we have to stop. Yeah, don't worry, we're still on a profit level here. As you can see, no loss up to now, no loss, no losses. The strategy I'm showing you is a strategy you can use and to make zero losses with this bot. Zero losses, zero losses. We are not going to make even a single loss with this bot. That one I can assure you. I'm not going even to make a single loss with this bot. Yeah. So I'm waiting for the best time to enter another trade. Now things have cooled down again, so we need to run it again. These are not just huge spike. Those huge spike is what I'm avoiding. Yeah. As you can just count these bars. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When it makes a huge tick, when the tick is huge more than that, when it makes a huge tick like that downward is when you expect to make a loss. Now things are moving down a little bit. No, I can't stop because it is moving up and down, but the tick is not that much big, so I can just stay on the run. Still expect to make profit. When it is going up, no problem. The problem is when it makes a huge spike downwards, that's when we need to stop the bot and wait for another good time to make another run. So right now everything is just cool. Can just leave it to trade like that. And I promise you, we're not even going to make a single loss with this bot. We're going to reach our take profit, yeah? Yeah, we're going to reach our take profit. So it's starting to going down. So I don't know what it's going to do here, but I have to stop the bot. I have to stop the bot because it was making some huge spike downwards. And as you can see, while it was making some huge stake, I'm still in profit because when you stop it before it makes another run, yeah, you'll be profitable. Don't be afraid when you see it making a loss and your run is still on. You're not going to make a loss. You need to stop it before it makes the next run. The next run is the one which is most likely to be affected. So when you see it moving with a huge spike like that, you need to stop a little bit and wait. You need to stop a little bit and wait. So now thing and wait for things to cool down like now, and then run it again. Yeah, and then run it again. So when you notice it is moving down with huge spike, you need to stop it before it makes the next run, because the run that you are having will not be affected. The next run is the one which is most likely to be affected. So now it's moving down. Yeah. You can just confirm it with two ticks. When it makes a huge spike downwards like that, you need to stop it. Yeah. As you can see here, it made a huge spike downwards, but don't worry. This one will still end in a profit. This one will still end in a profit. Yeah, as you can see. Now, I don't know if you're confirming with me. I had stopped it because I saw that it was making some huge spike downwards, but that run still ended up in a profit. So the next run is the one which is most likely to be affected. So when you note it moving like that early, you have to stop it before it makes the next run. Yeah, because we're using some huge stake here, so we don't want to risk this $50, entire $50. Huh? So this I'm showing you, if you have a $50 account, you can just risk the entire stake like this, but ensure that you follow the strategy here very correctly. Ensure that the chart is opened and it is working correctly. Yeah, so you can see I started this bot and I've not made a single loss, a single loss at all. So let's continue with the run. The market is quite good right now. So yeah, it's going up and down, no problem. Now going up, no problem, no problem. Going down, going up, no problem. Down, that's not a huge tick. Down, that's not a huge tick, no problem. So this is how you analyze the bot. When it makes more than one huge spike downward, you need to stop it. Now that's a huge spike. We need to stop it. This will not be affected. I would like you to confirm with me. This will not be affected. Yeah, it has ended up in a profit. Yeah. So the next run is the one which is most likely to be affected. So you need to be careful when you're analyzing this graph. Yeah, you need to be careful, extra careful. You don't want to make a loss. So as you can see, you've made more than 10 runs, many runs. These are more than like 15 runs. Yeah, I think this is our $10. So you can just continue running it so that I can show you. I can show you how it works. Yeah, when it is moving up, that one is the best time to run it. When it is on an uptrend. It is the best time to run it when it is on an uptrend, because it will be like difficult to make a loss. Yeah. So the candle mine reversed version. So if you need the bot, you just need to text me on my WhatsApp. You just need to trade the way I'm trading it with this strategy. It is called the candle mine reversed version. The candle mine reversed version. Let me stop it because it was moving with some huge spike downwards. It's called the candle mine reversed version. Yeah, the bot goes for $40. It is not $50 this time, it is $40. So the bot goes for $40 because you are not growing a small account and the return value is quite low. You can even use it with a large account. If you have an account of like $500, you can try risking it and use even a stake of $100 or even $200, because the return will be high and make yourself some $50 to $100 per day with this bot. Yeah, you can make yourself $50 to $100 per day with this bot. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to wait for the next market, which is right now, and make another run, and make another run. And make another run. Seems that the market was not that good because it's still going down, but don't worry, this will not be affected. It will still end up in a profit. It will not be affected. Yeah, it was moving down. The market was moving down. So as you can see, for now, these are zero losses. These are zero losses, zero losses, zero losses, zero loss strategy, zero loss strategy. You can still make another run. Yeah, this is more the profit level I've made. This is more than $10. If you add, these are more than $10. So this is how to grow and earn yourself some huge amount of cash. So if you have a $50 account, you can always try and use this $50. Yeah, the way I've shown you. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. You can always try and use this $50 the way I've showed you here, and make yourself some cash per day. Yeah, the market is moving downward. To wait. So this is the video. So as you can see, I've made more. These are I've run this bot with zero losses. That is the strategy I normally use. You can use this strategy and make yourself some cash per day. So let me try and be specific. Let me use a stake of 200 to show you that it's not guesswork. It is reality. It is reality. So before it makes a run, I need to confirm that it's the best time to run it, because I can see right now it's on a downtrend. Don't worry, we are trading on digit lower. Yeah, the direction of the trend will not affect the profitability of the bot, but the tick movement is the one that we are most considerate about. We don't need a huge tick movement to the downside, but when the direction of the boat is heading down upwards, the better. But when it is even heading downwards, no problem, no problem. Yeah, we can run it now again. As you can see, I'm using now a stake of 200 to show you that this is not a drill. Everything is real here. It's not a fake, and I'm telling you I'm going to make zero losses. I mean zero losses. I've changed the stake to 200 to confirm to you that what I'm doing here is real. So as you can see, it has made there. It is running. The profit level is not that much, but it is very accurate, very accurate, very accurate. No loss strategy. Yeah, when it is moving with a huge spike downwards like that, you need to run, because now I've seen that it changed the direction quickly. So is the reason why I decided to stay on the boat. But now it's moving down. I have to stop. Don't worry, this one will not be affected. This one will not be affected. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Let me make final runs. One more last run. Yeah, you can even run like this and make yourself $1 per each run. Yeah, as you can see, 1.94, almost $2 per run. Yeah? $2 per run, and when you make something like 50 runs, 50 rands, that is $100. Yeah, you can make 50 rands in the morning, 50 rands in the evening. How much is that per day? Yeah, and you just ensure that you trade safely. When it is moving down like that, you need to stop it. It will not be affected. If I had to continue running, the next run is the one that would have been affected, because this one has already made the entry. It has already made the entry. So I need to run again. Let me run it again. Let me run it again. So the reason why I'm saying that, when it is moving down with huge spike, yeah, when it is moving down with huge spike, if you understand the market very well, you know that the amount of pressure it will make while going downwards, it can reside when it goes upwards, because we're trading on digit lower. Yeah, when it goes lower, we make our profit. But when it goes lower with huge spike, it is more likely to come back with huge spike, which might result to you making a loss right now. So you need to stop it. Yeah, and as you can see, the bot is working very well. The bot is really working very well. So I have to stop the bot right now. So if you need the bot, don't forget the bot goes for $50. Just text me on my WhatsApp, request for the Candlemine reversed version bot. Yeah, Candlemine reversed version bot. It's a new bot actually. Candlemine reversed version. Request for it. I'll give you this bot for $40 only. You start trading with it, make yourself some cash per day while trading with this bot. Yeah. So make yourself some good amount of cash per day. So text me on my WhatsApp number. I always leave my WhatsApp number in the description box. Find it in the description box to text me, and make yourself the huge amount of cash. So the bot goes for only $40. Yeah, if you need it, my WhatsApp number is always on the description box. You text me on my WhatsApp, text me on my strictly on WhatsApp, or you can even call me on the same number. Call me or text me on WhatsApp. Those are the two options. I'll give you the payment details. You make payments, then you'll need to provide your email. I'll send you this bot to your email. So thank you very much for watching. If you are new to this channel, you can just hit the subscription button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, so that you'll always be notified whenever I upload another video. And have a nice day. Yeah, thank you very much.